Coffee with Ken.
Yes.
Do you have something that you had?
I always have something. I know that y'all are wondering. So we have Pink on set today, and I would like to have her autograph.
Not this again.
We have a story about that, don't we?
Yes, we will. We'll tell that story. We want to welcome you first to Coffee with Ken. I'm here with Ken Brown, CEO of Destiny Global, and I am here
Good morning.
with Jen Horling.
Yay!
Hi, friends.
She is Creative Marketing Director. I got it right. Here at Destiny Global, and I am Dr. April Brown, and I am Executive Vice President of Coaching.
Yes, that's what you are.
And I want to welcome you to Coffee with Ken this week. And yeah, we started off with a little intrigue of why are you calling her Pink?
Well, I have a story to tell you about that. So when we were in Israel, and we had a group of 10 of us, and we were going through a marketplace. Actually, we were in the old city in Jerusalem, and the city of David. And so we were walking through as a very busy marketplace. I mean, it is kind of picture it, just walking through almost tunnels inside of a wall, and it's got shops on each side, and there's all these people, and there's this one area where music was playing. And even though they don't speak very much English there, they love 80s and 90s rock music from the US. So they have music blaring. And as we go by, this group spots Jen. And they immediately go, there's Pink. And so it starts going around the crowd as we're going through that there went Pink. Get Pink. And lo and behold, there's a Pink song playing. So all this is just like charmed going through this. And it goes back to something about identity and who we might pretend that we might be. Because Jen could easily have signed 1,000 autographs that night and pretended to be someone she's not.
Unless they asked me to sing.
To actually sing, yeah.
We could have fixed that up too. We could just have you lip sync. It'd have been awesome.
Yeah, that's a hilarious story, but it really brings us to what we were talking about today, which is basically, are you playing the supporting role of your life? Or are you playing the lead role? And I remember a movie that reminds me of that. It's called The Holiday, and the character in that was talking to a famous movie director, maybe he was a screenwriter, and he was saying, you're being the supporting role, where you're made to be the leading role of your life. And that really reminds me of, and even that story,
so true.
Really how we can sometimes play more of a supporting role in our life. We look to be like other people, and we kind of hide in the shadows and play really small instead of really who we were created and designed to be.
Yes. Well, that means that usually when that happens, that we've done some form of comparison, and then we perceive that other person to be better than we are. And actually, no one's better than anyone else. They just may be further down a journey than you are. Jen has a jacket on right now that's pretty impressive. If you read the back of it, it says, scan this thing because she's debt free. And she gets to travel the world, right? And it's really cool, and we definitely want to talk about that more in another probably Coffee with Ken. We just a lot to go on there. She comes in with surprises. It's crazy what she comes in with. Anyway, she's got these QR codes on her card too, so people can scan it, takes them right to Destiny Global's website and gets them in. And anyway, I'm getting totally off track, but this is what's awesome, because sometimes we pretend to be something that we're not, or we have a mindset that we want to be like this person, and we compare, and it causes us to take steps back. We have people in our life that do this quite frequently. They constantly compare with people that are years older than them and monumentally successful, and they immediately want to be that person.
Where they are today.
Yes. Realizing that what's crazy is they're ahead of where those people were, including ourselves. We're going to use a real life example. Someone that we're very close to that likes to compare against us. We're like, don't do that. Right? In fact, if we compared against you at your age where we were, you're ahead of us. They can't see it. They can't see that they're actually ahead. Do you suffer from this? Sometimes you comparing to somebody that's way down the line from you, right? That has had success or breaks, or some people have even inherited wealth, even though that's a very small number of people. But you're comparing against something that is unrealistic. What you need to be comparing about is your skills, your talents, your gifts where you're at, and are you growing where you are planted? You keep hopping around. So we have some of those people too, right, in our lives. And it's so hard to watch because they just start getting successful. The greatest success stories, as we've talked about on the show before, are those who stick and persevere. You just see them now. It's the Jeff Bezoses and the Elon Musk. Did you see them 30 years ago when they were struggling and the companies were barely surviving and everyone said, we won't even loan you a nickel?
So good.
So true. Well, it makes me think too, like, why do we do that? Why do we compare? And like when you're thinking about looking at the progression of your life, like looking at your own journey, we tend to be the worst critics of ourselves. We're so hard on ourselves. And when you're looking at the progression of your life and you think about the people that you want autographs of, the people that you look up to, the people that you compare yourselves to, you're looking at their highlight reel. You're looking at the moments that you're like, oh, I can't believe they did this. I can't believe they achieved that. I can't believe they got to here. You're not looking at the moments where they had to fight, where they bled, where they got into arguments, where they had conflict, where they experienced loss. And those are the moments in our lives where we're the hardest at ourselves on. When we look at that journey, we look at that progression of our life, we don't often tend to take those moments that we're beating ourselves up for and say, I am so freaking proud that I overcame this. Yes, it was hard, but I was able to get past it. I was able to push through this. I was able to have this tough conversation with this person that I was in a major conflict with. And if we were to look at our whole life and say, let's not just celebrate all of these great moments and all these great achievements, but let's also celebrate the really hard spots. Let's celebrate the really painful points, because it's that whole journey that makes everything that is to come exactly what we're trying for, what we're striving for. That's the vision of our life.
Yeah, that is so good.
That's so good.
So Jen has given you permission. When you get up in the morning, go look in the mirror and say, congratulations, you're a winner. Because you're here and you're still battling. Congratulate yourself. Look in the mirror and congratulate the person you're looking at. Quit looking at all the other people. Look at yourself.
And it's each of these people's story. It's
Yes.
your story. Nobody else's story. It's your story. And we each get to play the leading role in that story. Not supporting role.
Yes. And we're your cheerleading section. If you didn't know, one of April and I's greatest gifts is to get and help people be successful. It is what brings us such joy. It brings us great joy, in fact, to watch each of you succeed, to help our team succeed, to watch our members of our team succeed. It is a fantastic feeling. I know that is true for Jackie and Carmen as well. When they look at it, we talk about this, is helping people, the wins, the encouragements, the stories, the testimonies. And they just keep coming, right?
Those are the people that I want the autographs of.
Yeah, exactly.
The ones who have been through the struggle. You guys who are fighting so hard for the success that you want. That's the autograph I want. That is so much harder when you have to go through the muck. You have to go through the pain. You have to overcome whatever obstacle is in front of you. I want your autograph because it's your character, it's your perseverance, it's your mindset, it's your I'm not going to give up attitude that makes me respect and admire you.
Awesome. That's so awesome.
This episode is
I want
fire.
to hear all of their
This
stories.
is good. Yes.
Right now.
Send us some of your stories.
Yeah.
That's right. Share
And
us your victories.
I want you to comment that are you a supporting role or are you playing the leading role, or are you in the supporting role and now you're like decided I'm going to play the leading role in my story in my life from today on, because we want to see you being the leading role of your own story. And here at Destiny Global, just like Ken said, that is what we are about. We want to see you succeed. And so one way that you can do that is we always want to invite you to
That's right.
our training, and that is First Steps to Success, and it's in Atlanta, Georgia. We're so excited.
It's coming up very
Yes,
soon.
August 11th through the 13th, and you want to get your ticket. Information is below. Click on it, get your ticket, and get there. Get yourself
Hotels,
there.
hotel link is below as well. Get your room. Get there. We want to see you. We want to encourage you. We want to watch you become victorious, leaving the things that are holding you back behind and picking up the new torch to run forward.
Mm-hmm. And to be around people who want to help you and to support you to succeed. That's what we are here about. That's what we're about here at Destiny Global.
Yes.
And so, yeah, we want to see you there. We would love, each of us want to see you there so that you can be on this journey to being the leading actor of your own story. That's amazing.
So good.
Yeah, it is so good. And so, thank you all so much for joining us and your hearts to help people to succeed, and your passion. I can see the passion. So,
Right back at you, girl.
thank you. So, thank y'all for joining us here in Coffee with Ken. We'll see y'all next time.
Have a great
Bye,
day.
friend.